Alright, what's going on, guys? My name is Mike, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. So, we kind of had a couple bombshells last night in terms of new stuff related to Fontaine. Nice. Yeah, kind of like how I was assuming. We did get drip marketing, but we also got another, like, pretty huge trailer. Similar to last year, how we got the Winter Nights Lazo trailer. This year, we got the Overture teaser, which was practically a full, like, Fontaine early look. We got to see Linny and Lynette, which were first shown off in the Tevat chapter trailer way back, like, in 1.0, 1.1. They were the showcase characters for Fontaine way back when. But we also got to see pretty much every other character that's going to be coming through Fontaine's patch cycle for this next year, as well as seemingly a look at Focalor, the Hydro Archon. All in all, as they are, I'm pretty excited that we're going to be getting new characters, but I think I'm actually just more excited for the fact that we're going to have an entire new region to explore, not to mention the fact that swimming is going to be involved as well. So yeah, we've got a quick look at Fontaine and some of the characters that are coming through. Obviously, we got to see Charlotte again, which honestly has me the most excited. I really hope that I get to get her at some point soon. I think likely it's just a bit of overload for me, the fact that we're getting so many new characters and we're seeing a lot of Fontaine stuff like showing up relatively quickly. And I feel bad in a sense because I'm not really like super excited, at least not as excited as most other people are. I've been seeing a ton of reactions from the community and everybody is absolutely in love with the characters. They're so excited for the world. But I kind of want to take my time, and that's something that I've learned, like, just kind of going through the full cycle with Sumeru, is definitely just taking my time with what's coming out and doing it at my own pace. That's how I tend to prefer playing this game. So while I'm definitely excited that we're getting a new region and these tons of new characters, I think I just need to take it at my own pace to actually fully be 100% excited for it, just as other people, as well as also just getting more information. Because, frankly, just from past gaming experiences, I've kind of learned to hold my expectations and wait until pretty much full word comes out on new features, new additions, new characters, and things like that when it comes to video games. So I'm not going to be holding my hopes up too high for the new patches, but I am definitely excited to see what Hoyoverse has in store for us for the year of Fontaine, the year of 4.0. But yeah, we got that Overture teaser. We got to see a bunch of the new characters coming through. We got to see Focalor, Charlotte, tons of other new characters that I don't want to try pronouncing their names yet until we hear an official, at least localization pronunciation of them. Linny and Lynette are definitely up there in terms of characters that I probably would want, but first and foremost, I think I'm probably going to want to be going for Charlotte, and the fact that she's not in 4.0 kind of has me a little worried. Obviously, I'm sure she's going to be showing up relatively soon, but I was kind of expecting that since she was in this patch for Genshin that she was going to show up in 4.0 at least, but it's cool. Definitely gives me a chance to continue saving my primos for Focalor. Hopefully, she does end up being a pretty good unit on her own. Definitely hoping that she will, considering that pretty much all the Archons have been pretty good solo units as far as I can tell. Obviously, I don't have Ventier Zhongli on my account, but I do have A, and I do have Nikita, and I'm sure as many of you could probably tell at this point, I pretty much have A on most teams that I run in this game, because she's just such a damn good unit, in my opinion. She's also one of my favorite, if not my 100% favorite character in this game. So I can't help but not run her as a unit in most of my teams, you know? Now, speaking of 4.0, I do have my PC pre-installation going on right now off to the side. So definitely going to be ready to at least try that out if the console version doesn't get updated quick enough. I also don't think we saw all of the characters that are going to be coming to Fontaine as playables, because there was that little police officer girl from the special program reveal that we had about a week or so ago. As far as I could tell so far, and from other people's reactions, we didn't actually see her at all in the Overture teaser, and she looks unique enough to where I'd assume that she'd be her own character, and she wasn't in there, so we could be down at least a couple characters possibly from that trailer. I mean, I suppose we could also just compare numerically to other regions that have released new characters, but
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
as far as the drip marketing goes, I'm really hoping that Linny and Lynette are kind of unique, as specifically Lynette. I'm probably most interested in her out of the three, between Linny, Lynette, and Freminette, I think. But just off of designs alone, all three of them aren't really doing much to convince me to pull for them, regardless if they're a 4 or 5 star. My heart is still currently set on going for Charlotte whenever she shows up as a character. It's honestly kind of crazy that we have the Nation of Hydro debuting in the game for the first time, and none of the debut characters alongside it are Hydro. That's crazy. Charlotte herself is also going to be a cryo character, which is not what I was expecting for her. And also that girl that was in the gold dress, I have a sneaking suspicion that just due to color association, she's likely going to be another Geo character, which I'm seriously hoping that maybe Hoyoverse has a bit of an elemental rework for Geo going on in the background right now, because I don't see her being all that helpful as is, unless she just has a very revolutionary kit for a Geo character. I don't imagine that she's going to be all that interesting to play as a character. You know, we've already have Geo supports, we have a general team support with Yunjin, and we have DPSs in both Noelle and Ito, as well as Noelle also just being a nice, somewhat healer support slash DPS. But yeah, just quickly scrolling through the trailer off to the side over here, you've got that golden girl who likely will be Geo. I don't think I can see her vision anywhere. Yeah, Charlotte's right there. She's got a cryo vision. We have these two other characters that they look interesting. We got a guy with black hair, looks very evil, and this other little bunny character that might be, I don't know, taking a second look, that might be the character that was in the initial trailer during the special program a week or so ago. Also, the two court justices, I'm pretty sure. One of them has a gun, which is going to be very interesting to see how that gets incorporated into the fighting style of Genshin. She also seems like she might be an Electro character, which is going to be very fun for me. I think overall Electro is probably my favorite element in Genshin, so having a character with a gun, that's going to be fun. Of course, Arlecchino is making her debut into the game finally after being somewhat teased in the Winter Nights Lazo trailer and really not having much of a spotlight anywhere else. Story-wise, I'm just very interested to see what's going on with Arlecchino and what she's doing in Fontaine, because I was kind of largely suspecting... Actually, I really don't know who I was expecting to be in Fontaine in terms of the Harbinger, so... The day a new region debuts is always going to be the craziest for the community just because we're all trying to get our bearings with new mechanics, new places, new enemies, and new everything. With every damage tick, I grow stronger. With all the 4.0 hype going on right now, I know people are largely going to kind of forget about what's going on in 3.8. But I can say for a fact that just because 3.8 is literally within the next 48 hours, I'm definitely more excited for 3.8 over 4.0 right now. Just because it is within close proximity of us right now. Holy moly, that was close. Was that 197 HP in the hundreds? Who tell me to be like. So yeah, we got the Overture trailer last night. We also got some drip marketing for Linny, Lynette, and Freminet. And overall, I think a lot of people are just super excited for the future of Genshin at this point, at least within the next year, just because Fontaine looks so amazing. I'm definitely going to be a little bit late to the train just because I'd rather see how things are going to go before getting too hyped and potentially having my hopes let down.
Here comes the cash. Time to go.
So we got a lot of good stuff coming down the pipeline. I'm definitely happy that we're getting some decent teases so far. And I'm just really hoping that all these new characters definitely live up to the hype, at least in terms of what other people are perceiving right now. And if they are, I definitely hope that I can join in the hype soon too. Other than that, I'd say I'm just kind of mentally preparing for 3.8 as of now. Definitely taking my time with new content when it comes to Genshin. I don't ever really want to burn myself out. So I'll be sure to kind of cover what's going on with 3.8, definitely share some of my experiences with it. I'll record myself playing through the event probably, and we'll see how that goes. Full new version patches are always the craziest time for Genshin as a game and its community just because we have so much stuff to look forward to and so many new things that could drive us insane potentially. But I think the fact that so many people are just looking forward to what 4.0 has in store is definitely a good sign for the future of this game. I've always said that I think the game does have a bright future, and I'm definitely going to be there to see it to the end, at least as of now. But I couldn't be happier for this game, dude. It's such a beautiful game. So many good people in the community. The team behind it, creating the whole experience is fantastic. I mean, just look at this backdrop right now. So freaking beautiful. I love it.
Client
But yeah, with that said, I think I'll go ahead and leave this video here. If you guys did enjoy some of my talk about the 4.0 teasers that we got last night, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what exactly you're excited for when it comes to 4.0. Is it the new region? Is it new swimming? Is it just the new characters and how they looked? I'm definitely interested to see what people are actually talking about as of right now. A lot of good stuff, and I love to see the communication between so many people. But yeah, with that said, my name is Mike, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out, everybody.